If you see a snake or a gujar, you kill the gujar and leave the snake to go. This is the approach in the society towards the gujars. I am Principal District Judge Ganderbal Abdul Nasir. I belong to tribal community. I want to share my experience as a judge in 25 years. We talk about the rights of the tribals. Though I was selected in open merit as a judge here, but what I experienced, the approach of the society, because I belong to Gujar community. In my first posting, I was posted at Duru. One day my chokidar came to me. I asked him, why are you late today? He said कि मैं एक शॉप मेडिसिन की शॉप पे बैठा था, मेरा दोस्त कहीं गया था, वो मुझे बिठा गया था, तो सर मैंने आज इंजेक्शन लगाना सीख लिया। तो मैंने कहा कैसे सीखा तूने? कहा एक खान मेरी दुकान पे आया था। तो खान गुजरों को कहा जाता है कश्मीर के अंदर। तो उसने कहा वो आया था, मैंने उसको पैंट के बाहर से इंजेक्शन ठोक दिया। तो ये मैं अप्रोच की बात कर रहा हूँ सोसाइटी में, बिकॉज जब ऑनरेबल एडवोकेट Zafar Shah was telling that some people are exploiting, they are residing in the cities and then they are claiming the reservations. I was addressed being a judge also as a Gujar many a times, because they feel that the Gujars are not the part of this society. This, you see, treatment to the Gujars in the society, if it will continue in the minds of those who are upper class in the society, or those who are well educated in the society, how will the things change? I belong to Jammu. There it is a saying that if you see a snake or a gujar, you kill the gujar and leave the snake to go. This is the approach in the society towards the gujars. So if a few of the gujars have succeeded in getting jobs, doesn't mean that gujars have risen to the, or they have come to the streamline. You can see the plight of gujars. If somebody goes to the district Doda, district Riasi and other parts which are far flung, see the conditions of nomadics when they travel with their cattle on the roads, on the national highway, on every season, every driver will पहले उसको गाली देगा और फिर बोलेगा इन सालों ने रोड ब्लॉक करके रखा है. Where are the rights of the Gujars being protected? In the government which was before 2019, every Gujar was disrupted out of the forest. Their lands were snatched, they were thrown out of the forest areas. So how to implement the schemes? I have a question to the honorable judges, that though we have a very good scheme for legal aid lawyers, panel lawyers, retainer lawyers, recently we are engaging these legal aid defense councils. I put a suggestion before honorable judge that those we are selecting being 3 years experienced, 5 years experienced, or 7 years experienced, most of the advocates will come forward for these posts are those who are not having any work in the courts. They are not having much experience. What quality counseling they will provide to the people? Why not we engage some senior lawyers and allow them to do their own work also and come and share these legal aid panel lawyers and retainer lawyers as a counsel? But they said it is not in the statute, we can't do anything to this. So my humble request is that kindly give a thought over it, so that the people who come to the legal aid clinics, they should be provided some quality counseling by the advocates. Thank you very much.
You see, whatever you have raised is very important issue, because you have felt or maybe faced all these situations. That's why I said in the beginning, there is a need of change in mindset. But the fact is, people say many things. There are different couplets जो आपने बताया ना अभी के भी गुजर या स्नेक या कुछ भी, वो different areas में सब different है, या इंजेक्शन वाली बात है, इसी तरह के मिलते जुलते हैं. But the fact remains कि जो लीगल एड, क्योंकि if you remember हमारे पिछले जो CJ साहब थे, जस्टिस ललित, when he was in charge of the NALSA, what he used to say, legal aid to the poor doesn't mean poor legal aid. So this is in fact at some places happening also. As you said, there should be such a system that we request the senior counsels also. This is what in the Supreme Court also earlier in the guidelines laid for designation of senior advocates or even for elevation of judges also, they have the column now, how much pro bono work you have done. So that we encourage the lawyers also to do, and maybe there are conditions laid down 2 year, 4 year, 3 years experience. As you said, after 3 years, if somebody doesn't have a work, So naturally, he doesn't know anything. There can be fresher also. Some fresh advocates are also very good. And sometimes they put in hard work also and can assist you better. They will learn also and assist you better also. And to a fresher, normally the judges also encourage. They also guide them, yes, to do all for any case, whatever is there. But as you said first, that mindset is required to be changed.
What Janab has said
Yes.
is absolutely correct. You see,
Yes.
what Brother Bindo also mentioned, it is not that particular the incident here only. It's in a different dimension in other parts of the country. So what is the solution? There is no quick fix solution for this. There is no ready-made answer for this. It has to be a very slow and steady, for which the persons who are in the receiving end, they themselves have to be equipped. How do you equip yourself? Not by arms or anything like that, but equip in knowledge, equipped with understanding, and equipped to see counter these kind of kind of practices. So what is that? So ultimately, it is the awareness amongst the people. See, if you have more educated, more lawyers from your community, you can certainly form a very core group to fight against this kind of injustice, as you mentioned. This is a very there is no shortcut to this. I feel change of mindset, as you say, is correct, and it has to be, this awareness is not only for these tribals but non-tribal also, that you cannot behave like this because it's unconstitutional, unethical, immoral. There has to be a kind of awareness to the other community, the larger community who are the perpetrators of this kind of injustice. So it's a very easy solution, for which actually I was wondering, all we discuss so many things in legal service authorities, but who are we? We are actually judges to decide cases. We are not transformers. It's basically the other wings of the state who have failed in their duty. I mean, I don't know, I shouldn't be using perhaps. That's why the responsibility is cast upon the judiciary. This is not something, I don't see any other world where the judiciary has been burdened with this work. There is no other jurisdiction. I have not come across that the judiciary has to play it has to play. We are happy that we are playing. We should play because we are aware of the nuances of law, how the law has to be interpreted, how law has to be implemented. We have a better understanding. Therefore, perhaps, so we have no, I have no complaint about it. But then it's a very unique role, but we are actually not equipped also. Because we are trained to be judges, to decide cases, not to implement, not to bring changes in the mindset of the people. But nevertheless, with our limited resources, how many, that's the Lordship Justice Chairperson has also mentioned about this increase in this PLVs. I remember when I came, 5,000 rupees only. I said, I immediately asked the state government, please increase to at least another 5,000 more, 10,000. How do they work with 5,000 rupees in a month? And that too, they are only allowed to work only for 1 week. So unless these are poorly funded, and we are struggling with all these limited resources, limited, but then capacity building. There is no way out. We have to, those who are in the receiving end of this kind of societal actions, those on the receiving have to equip themselves better informed, better armed in terms of education, knowledge. Then we can be able to fight these kind of injustice.